What if I told you that the job you are working so incredibly hard to get today might not even exist in the next 10 years? Sounds crazy, right? But look, some of the world's biggest companies are already using artificial intelligence to do tasks that used to take entire teams of people. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to unpack why this is just the beginning of a massive, massive shift. I mean, imagine waking up tomorrow and finding out a machine can do your exact job faster, cheaper, and honestly, sometimes even better. The real issue we need to talk about isn't whether AI is changing the world. That's a given at this point. The true question is, are you going to be ready? Because AI is advancing so fast, it's literally leaped out of science fiction and right into our everyday reality. Think about it. Just a few years ago, AI was basically only doing simple, repetitive stuff. But today, it's rating essays, creating mind-blowing images, editing videos, answering complex customer questions, analyzing massive chunks of data, writing actual computer code, and, get this, even helping doctors diagnose severe diseases. And every single month, it is undeniably getting smarter. So, naturally, this crazy rapid acceleration has sparked a massive global debate. Is AI going to replace us? And hey, if you're terrified of losing your livelihood to this tech, your feelings are completely valid. It is undeniably scary to see machines suddenly doing things we thought belonged entirely to the human brain. But to really get a grip on where we're headed, we gotta look at where we've been. Whenever revolutionary, world-changing tech arrives, panic always follows. It's practically a human tradition to be terrified of the new tools we invent. Understanding this history, it actually gives us a much calmer, clearer picture of what we're facing right now. Look back at the 1800s. When machines first rolled into factories, workers were terrified they were done for. Fast forward to the 1980s, when computers, which, let's be honest, looked like giant, heavy microwaves back then, showed up in offices. Clerks thought their careers were completely over. Then in the 90s, the internet terrified entire industries. Every single era has its panic. Okay, let's dive into this, because history teaches us something incredibly reassuring. Technology rarely destroys work completely. Instead, it just changes the kind of work we do. I mean, think about it. The calculator didn't replace mathematicians, right? It just let them do way more complex math. The internet didn't replace teachers, and computers definitely didn't replace businesses. They just shifted the day-to-day tasks. And that brings us to the absolute crucial point. AI is a productivity tool, not a human replacement. Just like those massive tech shifts in the past, it's designed to take the heavy lifting off our plates. It's built to make us way more productive, not to just indiscriminately wipe out all human work. And this brilliantly illustrates what's playing out in offices right this second. Imagine two employees. Both are at the exact same company, right? Same skills, same years of experience. But employee A knows how to use AI effectively to streamline their day, while employee B doesn't touch it at all. So, who do you think finishes their tasks faster? Who's going to solve those complex problems quicker? Well, the answer is pretty obvious. Who becomes more valuable to the company? The person wielding the most powerful tool? The future absolutely does not belong to those who stubbornly try to compete against AI. Instead, the real advantage, the true future success, belongs to those who learn how to leverage it to amplify their own natural talents. The future belongs to people who learn how to work with AI. That single realization is exactly why millions of people right now all over the planet are rapidly pivoting to learn these tools. They're realizing that AI isn't the competitor, it's the co-pilot. And people are already adapting in amazing ways. Students are using AI to summarize notes and just study way smarter. Entrepreneurs are using it to find new markets and scale up. Content creators are brainstorming and generating ideas faster than ever. Programmers, they're debugging and writing much cleaner code. And massive global companies are literally investing billions. Basically, everyone who's paying attention is adapting. But wait, hold on a second. Now, what's really interesting here is that AI still has major limitations. It is far, far from perfect. So if you've been feeling totally overwhelmed by how smart these machines seem, this is the part where you get to take a deep breath and relax a little bit. Because first off, AI absolutely makes mistakes. It can confidently give you completely wrong information, like telling you a recipe for a chocolate cake needs an entire cup of salt. No way. It doesn't truly understand human emotions, it has literally zero lived human experiences to draw from, and because of all that, it completely depends on our human judgment. A machine cannot feel empathy, and it definitely doesn't know what it feels like to be human. There is a massive, fundamental difference between the mechanical output of a machine and the irreplaceable value of you, the human. AI can spit out 1,000 ideas in 5 seconds, sure, but only humans can decide which of those ideas actually matter. AI can churn out an infinite amount of information, but humans create the meaning. AI can automate the boring tasks, but we create the overarching vision. Human creativity isn't just a nice bonus, it is absolutely vital. So, when all the dust settles, the biggest winners won't be the folks who try to just ignore AI. And they definitely won't be the people spending their days fearing it. The winners are simply going to be the people who understand it, the ones who actively learn to work alongside it, mixing that limitless machine power with their own unique human vision. Because here's the truth. Every single generation faces a paradigm-shifting technology that completely rewires society. For your grandparents, that world-changing thing was the television. For your parents, it was the explosive connectivity of the internet. And for us, our generational shift is artificial intelligence. And whether we like it or not, the future is already here. Which leaves us with one final, incredibly personal choice. Are you going to adapt, or are you going to get left behind? You can let this technology intimidate you, or you can use it to build a future you're genuinely excited about. If you want more simple, clear explainers about AI, psychology, technology, and what comes next, make sure to hit subscribe, because the people who understand the future usually arrive there first. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.